Calm has returned to Riverlea in Johannesburg. In fact, specialized police units are in the area after gun battles between illegal miners over turf. Over 100 zamas have been arrested. Residents remain fearful for the day police are pulled out. In fact, our reporter, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, is on the ground and is following the events. Pule, what is the latest right now? We see there's some activity from law enforcement behind you where you are.
Well, a very good morning, William, and what we can tell you is that police have made a massive discovery here of some of the operations of the zamas in this area of Roodepoort as well. But before I begin to show you around what we've actually discovered, let me just first speak to, of course, General Elias Mawela. Thank you very much for chatting to us this morning. Let's first start with this discovery, probably one of the biggest discoveries you've made so far in Gauteng. What does this mean for SAPS? And I know there's arrests that have been made this morning as well.
No, thank you very much for the opportunity given to us. Yes, it means more to us. It clearly shows that, we are now squeezing their space of operation. But this one, it clearly tells you because it's in the middle of nowhere. Area is Florida, Jerusalem, towards Roodepoort. So if these people, they decide to can come and operate in the middle of nowhere, it clearly shows that we are putting pressure where they normally operate. But this, surely it will assist us to can destabilize their operation. Yes, one individual was picked up operating here, and there's no way that he can claim to be innocent. Clearly.
Just another one. Sorry, someone else has been arrested.
Oh, another one.
Sorry, William. Just one individual also being arrested, suspected zama who is believed to have been operating here. But let's just continue to chat. So it just shows that how this, area is quite active as well. We've seen this is the second arrest you've made this morning. Very active here and dangerous. I heard you saying we should be careful. There could be explosives here as well.
Yeah, no, it is true. And you see, these guys, when they operate in an area like this, they normally put a spotter who must check when the police they come, and then alert these people to go into the holes and so forth. At times they deploy people with firearms, and those are the ones who sometimes engage the police when they come in here. And the explosives, they do have what we call them the commercial explosives. They look like a polony, and they use them if there is a hard surface, just to can blast, and then they access whatever minerals they want to. But for us, it's a big one, and I'm so happy because we also have teams in different areas. For example, in Primrose, yesterday one of the spotters was arrested. Yeah, we found him relaxing, forgetting to can check whether we are coming and so forth. He was arrested.
And the rifle confiscated.
Yes, and the rifle also confiscated in that. So my instruction to my teams is that we must now begin to focus on recovering these firearms, which are in possession of these people, because these are the firearms being used to can intimidate our communities, firearms used to can shoot each other and so forth. But definitely we will continue with what we are doing.
And then, what are you looking into in terms of investigations? I know you cannot divulge into the scope of details, but are you also looking into the turf wars between the Basotho nationals and the Zulu speakers in South Africa as well? Because we got an opportunity to speak to one of the zamas. My colleague, our viewer as well, spoke to them, and it seems as though they're fighting over, territory as well, where they can do this illegal mining as well. Are you also looking into that?
Yes, definitely. For our intelligence community, they've established different groupings which are operating. Especially the Lesotho guys, they are having their own groups, lot of groups, and then you can distinguish them with the types of blankets they are wearing and so forth. So we do have that kind of an information, and then so that when we deal with this one, we know which group is that, whether it's strong or weak or whatever, things like that. And if this one has been attacked, we'll exactly know that the possible assailants may be from this other group. So we look at those things. And we also know that this group is also collaborating with other citizens from either from Mozambique or Zimbabwe and Malawi. Yeah. So we have that kind of information. But what is key for us is the criminality that goes with it. If it is murder, we investigate murder. So these other things, they assist us to can investigate the crime committed.
Just lastly, you're making these arrests, but of course, separate from this, there's an issue again with the case of the 4-year-old Bukhabopo, the suspected killer, walking scot-free, no evidence against him. does this mean SAPS now has to go back to the drawing board and investigate, because the father is devastated? But you also look at the 8 women who were gang raped in Roodepoort as well. Those investigations are still ongoing. Are you looking into these cases, Bukhabopo and the 8 women who were gang raped in Roodepoort?
Yeah, definitely. If you know, we share the father's concern and devastation. Definitely, if all of us, we are worried about this one. And the unit which is investigating this thing is the unit which is the pride of the SAPS. Normally, they achieve good convictions. They do extremely good work. We don't know where did we go wrong on this one. But we'll go back and debrief and check where did we go wrong so that we fix where we have messed up, and then we ensure that it doesn't happen again. We are definitely worried, but we are also pleased that the person have also, admitted to the conviction, or yes. To the other crime of rape. So we believe that when they look at the aggravating circumstances, maybe they are going to give him a heavy a jail sentence, of which it will be a solace for us. Even though for the family it means nothing, because we have lost a beautiful daughter.
But will you prioritize the case?
Yeah, definitely we have to.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thank you very much, Elias Mawela. Speaking to us from SAPS in Gauteng. Officials doing a great job here in terms of cracking some of the operations of the illegal mining happening here in Florida. As you can see, some of the sands that have been discovered. This is stages of the operations of the gold refining and other illegal minings happening here. I can confirm that 2 suspected zamas have been arrested this morning. But most importantly, as well, as my colleague Nokomalachi continues to show you the visuals, Elias Mawela, they're coming in to say they will be prioritizing the case of the late 4-year-old Bukhabopo, who was kidnapped, brutally murdered and raped, William. So it seems as though the police officials are onto that case, and they're quite devastated that the killer was let go, as much as the father and the family as well of the late Bukhabopo are still reeling from this tragic incident that took place. We will continue to give you a rolling coverage from this area as the police continue to pounce on these illegal mining operations.